when I went really loopy. As a side note, like I actually lost my mind because I didn't see a human being for about 3 weeks. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god, what is that?
Let's address the elephant in the room, and that is that I've decided to do something weird with my makeup. I took inspiration from Nella Rose and from Willow Smith. Obviously I can never be half of what they are. Now you're just gonna have to sit and watch me with white eyeliner underneath my eyes. Good luck. As you can tell by the title of this video, today we're going to be talking about things that I will miss about being at uni. For those of you that don't know, 2019-2020 year was my final year at university. It was underwhelming, to say the least. It was just a massive joke. It really was. We're just gonna ruminate and come along on this ride. We'll talk about it together. So the first thing we're going to talk about is what everyone goes to university for. Not the education. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about going out. My favourite thing, I think in my final year it was less favourite because this kind of behaviour, it doesn't give you a good foundation for approaching like dissertation lifestyle and like really important stuff that's gonna set you up for your career. This is definitely specifically, this is like me remembering like freshers year and maybe half of the first term of second year. So it's not behaviour that I condone, first of all, or that I condone to like carry through to like the end of second year and third year, because second and third year count. So you might want to be doing something other than sleeping in until 3. Well, thank you. Yes. Having the common decency to not make noise. So the first thing that I really miss about going out lifestyle, it's not technically the night in question, it is the day after when you wake up at like 3 to 4 p.m. If it's a good night, if you like stay up until like 6-7 a.m, there is no question that you're going to wake up at 8-9 unless you're boring. Or you've got your life together. Wake up at 3-4, you go downstairs, you can barely see, you can definitely taste something's wrong in your mouth. That sounds weird. A house filled with hungover people, everyone's like half dead on the sofa.
Stop it. Get some help.
Depending on how good the night was, I mean messy, you'll have several different topics of conversation to talk about, especially if you're in a group of people that like to run away from each other, because we all have our own stories to tell, we all have our own little adventures. It's especially good when one of your stories overlaps with someone else's story. It's even more good when someone in the group of extended friends has created drama. If there's been drama the night before, this will be the topic of conversation for the rest of the day. If it was especially hot tea, then this will be the topic of conversation for a long time to come. It could be anything between a week to a month to the rest of your uni career. So pick your messy nights very carefully, because you don't want to have a messy night in first year and then the joke will just keep running until you hit your final year, because depending on how many years you're at uni, whether it be 3 or 4, or if you're a doctor or a lawyer, way more, you don't want that kind of stigma. You do not want that kind of stigma. Brings me to the next thing I'll miss about university, and I know I may sound slightly psychotic when I say this, but I truly believe that it's something I will miss. Cramming. When I say cramming, I mean either cramming for an exam very late in the day or doing an essay the night before. But it's the thrill of knowing that you've got something coming up, but you're intentionally not gonna try and start it. I don't know if it's some kind of like self-torture that we all love to do, but it happens and I love it, because hear me out, it's Monday, you have an essay due on Friday, the whole week you're just wrestling with your friends. You're like, no, I can't come out, I've got an essay on Friday that I have to hand in. Come on, come with us, you know, it's gonna be fun, this person's gonna be there, that person's gonna be there, the whole gang's together. You've convinced me. You might have a responsible friend that's like, didn't you say that you had an essay? What essay? That's what I say.
And the Oscar goes to...
And you play this game. You play this game with yourself, even though that you know that you're putting yourself in even more hot water. You play it. and you get to Thursday night and you know that you have an essay due 12 p.m. the following day, then you know that you need to get yourself together and you need to actually like do your work. Saying this is a bad thing might be misleading because I genuinely have produced my best work in these situations. My first ever first I got in an essay was done under these conditions. That's all I'm gonna say. Take it or leave it. On the topic of work, we're gonna come to the reason why my third year was just underwhelming at best. I'm gonna give you one word: dissertation. Okay. I have never ever hated something so much. A lot of people do the same thing that I did with normal essays for the dissertation. You know, they leave it like 2 weeks before the deadline. Not me, because I was scared of my dissertation supervisor, and I don't know why, but just out of pure fear, my hand was forced and I had to do well, otherwise I'd get reprimanded. I know I'm not 12 anymore, but I'm telling you, this person used to really intimidate me. I didn't want to come across as an idiot because they were the head of the department, so I had to do my work. I mean, I say this begrudgingly, but I know it's like the only reason I was able to bump up my absolutely abhorrent grades from first year, second year to like a 2-1.
Wow.
In my final year. But I'm just saying, dissertation is... And then this brings me to my other point on why my final year was underwhelming. This is such a chaotic video. Miss Rona. Madame Rona decided that she wanted to come in and ruin everything. Absolutely 100%. It's a lot worse for so many other people, but I was cocooned in my house alone because all of my housemates decided they wanted to go home when everything went into lockdown, and I was like, I want to stay here. So it went from me being like scared into doing my dissertation work for fear of being excommunicated by my supervisor into me being so bored, and I went really loopy. As a side note, like I actually lost my mind because I didn't see human beings for about 3 weeks, to me being so bored that I actually wanted to do my dissertation. Bearing in mind I built up a relationship with my dissertation of entire disdain. Very odd time in my life. Another thing Miss Brennan decided to do was shut down the whole world. We've been new. But this means that for my final year, exam season's over, I've just handed in my dissertation, a year of my whole life, like my whole degree. It's come to an end, it's come to a finish. It was really difficult for me to get through because I'm not an academic person in the slightest. After exam season is always the best part of uni because everyone loses their minds, and it is such a good time. My best memories are made from after exam season because it's just such a great stress release. Everyone's on a high. Even if you did crap, you're celebrating by forgetting that you did crap. And I had nothing like that. In fact, I just caught cabin fever. I just had cabin fever. That's all I had as a celebration gift. You know, the universe was like, here, have an awful last final year. And on top of it, you went crazy. And also, you got so ill that you were bedridden for like 3 to 4 weeks. Mostly though, like anyone that's going into uni, I know it's kind of like you're going into it at a weird time, and it'll be a lot of virtual stuff in the beginning. Mostly I'm gonna miss my friends because I don't know, I just like fell in love with the people that I met at uni, and it was just honestly one of like the most... Oh my god, am I tearing up? Okay, cool. I never cry about my friends. I'm not sociopathic, don't worry. And now we're all scattered around this UK. I didn't realise I was blessed for having people that were actually psychotic on so many levels, but I love them. So the most annoying thing about leaving uni is like leaving them. I don't know, just not only did I have a house full of buddies, but I had my best mate. He lived literally 10 doors down. My other friend, he lived around the corner. That's probably like the main reason why I'm so angry there's no way to see the end of the year out, is because I just don't have a way to say goodbye to them. It's kind of sad and really depressing. Now I have to like commute. The furthest point is Newcastle. That is gonna be so annoying. But I'll do it because I'll... All jokes aside, I really did enjoy my university experience. I think it's great time for a lot of people. A lot of people don't really like it either, and it's just not their cup of tea, and quite frankly I can see how it won't be. I'm happy that I'd made it through, that I've braced it, because at one point I was really gonna drop out thousands of pounds out of pocket. Thank you for staying this long. I hope you enjoy. Have anything that you want to add, maybe comment down your favourite part of university experience. If you're my friends, you're mine. Like and subscribe, and yeah, apart from that, I will see you later.